It begins months earlier, with a young woman hunched over a cracked laptop in Nairobi, surrounded by relatives who pinned their hopes on her acceptance letter. She was not just leaving home, she was leaving the burden of being ordinary. Her name was Nia. She was 23, sharp-eyed, and ambitious enough to believe that medicine would be her bridge to a better life. The scholarship offer from a university in Eastern Europe felt like an answered prayer, the kind that people shouted about in church testimonies. For weeks, her neighbors called her Udaktari, doctor, even though she hadn't yet stepped foot in a hospital ward. When she finally boarded the plane, she carried a single suitcase. Inside, clothes neatly folded by her mother, a cheap stethoscope bought from a downtown pharmacy, and a small Bible pressed between them. Outside, the weight of her family's sacrifice, written in the lines on her father's face as he hugged her goodbye. The arrival city greeted her with cold air sharp enough to bite. The airport was metallic and sterile, the signs full of accents her tongue could not bend. She repeated her new mantra silently, just survive the first week. Just survive. Everything felt unfamiliar, the rushing crowds, the pale faces, the strange smell of bread and disinfectant. At the immigration desk, she presented her passport and acceptance letter. The officer skimmed through them with the bored expression of someone sifting through spam emails. His stamp hit the page lazily. She was inside. At first, things seemed to work. A student volunteer from the university, tall, smiling, wearing a red jacket with the school's emblem, met her at arrivals. He led her to a bus, gave her a map, and welcomed her to her new home. His kindness was a thin blanket against the cold, but it warmed her for a moment. The campus appeared grand in the brochure. In reality, it was grey concrete blocks from the 1970s, with peeling paint and narrow corridors that smelled of boiled cabbage. Still, Nia felt proud as she walked in. She imagined herself in a white coat, saving lives, sending money home, proving that she was worthy of the dreams placed upon her. But the first crack appeared the next morning. She woke early, rehearsed her introduction in the mirror. "Hello, I'm Nia, the new medical student from Kenya." Then walked to the faculty office. The secretary barely looked up.
"Name?"
the woman asked. "Nia Okoth. First-year medical program. I have a scholarship." The secretary frowned, typing slowly into her computer. A silence stretched. Finally, the woman spoke.
"There is no such name here."
Nia laughed nervously, sure it was just a system glitch. She pulled out her acceptance letter, official stamps and signatures glaring in blue ink. The secretary skimmed it and shrugged.
"This is not in the system,"
she said flatly.
"Please go to the international office."
At the international office, another computer screen, another frown, another shrug. No record. By the afternoon, Nia was pacing the campus corridors with a knot in her stomach. She retraced her steps, the email offer, the documents couriered, the congratulatory phone calls. She had not imagined it. Yet here, in the heart of the institution that supposedly invited her, she was invisible. The first student she spoke to gave her a sympathetic smile.
"Sometimes they make mistakes with Africans,"
he whispered. Mistakes. That word stung. Her phone buzzed with messages from whom. "Have you started classes? Send us photos of your lecture hall. We are so proud of you." She could not bring herself to reply. That night, in her dorm room, she sat on the edge of the bed staring at the acceptance letter under the dim light. The paper felt heavier than before, as if mocking her. This was not a dream anymore. It was the beginning of a nightmare. And Nia realized nobody here knew her name.